Congratulations on your new Howard Miller floor clock. You have a lot to look forward to. But first, take a look at this short video that will show you how easy it is to set up your clock. Ready? Let's begin. When the clock arrives, check the carton and be sure there are no visible signs of damage. Things you want to look for are tears in the carton, or major dents, or perhaps even rattling glass. If you notice any of these, don't open the box, just refuse the delivery. If you find damage after you've opened the carton, call the freight carrier and request an inspection report. This must be done within 14 days after you receive delivery. The phone number can be found on the packing list or bill of materials. The first step to unpacking your clock is to cut the bands surrounding the carton. The parts that you find inside will vary depending on the type of clock that you have. Along with your clock, you may find these things: a pendulum, a box containing your weights, door key, and winding crank, and a finial if you have one, along with your owner's instruction manual. Set these aside for now. We'll get back to them in a minute. Now, let's continue unpacking your clock. At the top of the box and above your clock, you'll find a box that contains your finial, if you have one, and your owner's instruction manual. You then remove the packing collars and locate the box marked pendulum. Set that aside. Now, remove the clock from the carton and discard the plastic bag that was protecting it. At the bottom of the shipping carton, you'll find a box that contains your weights, your door key, and the winding crank. Adjust the leveling feet so the clock has additional stability. Now, we're ready to set up the clock. For cable-driven side access clocks, first open the door. Then you'll have access to the clips that secure the side access panels. Release the clip so that you can then remove the panel. You'll notice 3 styrofoam blocks. Just leave those and allow the clock to run for about 24 hours. Remove the cardboard that protects the chime hammers. Then reach in and remove the foam pads that protect the hammers and chime rods. For cable-driven front access clocks, first open the door. Then remove the cardboard materials that are protecting the chime rods. You'll notice 3 styrofoam blocks. Just leave those and allow the clock to run for about 24 hours. Reach up behind the dial and locate the foam pad that protects the hammers and rods, and be sure to remove this from both sides of the movement. For cable-driven rear access clocks, first open the door and remove the cardboard packing materials that protect the chime rods. You'll notice 3 styrofoam blocks. Just leave those and allow the clock to run for about 24 hours. Then unscrew the back panels of the clock, allowing access to the movement. Reach in and remove the foam pads that protect the hammers and rods from both sides of the movement. For chain-driven side access clocks, release the clip securing the side panel and remove it. Then reach in and remove the foam pads that protect the hammers and rods. Now you're ready to release the bag that holds the chains and the clip that secures the pendulum guide. Now clip the drawstring and release the chains. Then you can remove the plastic guard that protects the chains and the plastic guard that protects the chime rods. For quartz movement clocks, release the clips that hold the back panel. This will give you access to the movement. Refer to your owner's manual for instructions on installing the battery and releasing the pendulum clip. Now we're ready to open the boxes that we had you set aside earlier. Remove the pendulum and then carefully hang it on the pendulum guide. And now for the box containing the weights. Open the box and you will find 3 weights, each clearly marked left, center, and right. Facing the clock, hang the weights in each of the positions for which they are marked. Just a reminder, don't remove the 3 styrofoam blocks until the clock has run at least 24 hours. Now you're ready to start your clock. Set the clock by moving the minute hand counterclockwise. Then, give the pendulum a gentle but big swing, and don't be alarmed if it gently bumps into the glass. The clock needs to be level, so use the 4 leveling feet that you'll find at the bottom of the clock. You'll want to consult your owner's manual for specific instructions on how to adjust your clock's timekeeping accuracy, as well as information on how to accurately set the moon dial. And that's all there is to it. If you still have questions, it's easy to find the answers. Consult the owner's manual, call the retailer where you bought the clock, or visit howardmiller.com and read through our frequently asked questions. Congratulations! You've successfully set up your new clock, and we know that you'll enjoy it for many generations to come.